it's scary. I feel like RPH might get kited, but we'll see. The proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 between Aura Fire Indonesia and Aura PH. The franchise face-off begins right here. And as we thought so, it is indeed going to be Greed as the tank, Hades as the core, and JP as the mage support. On the other end, though, Kabuki in the off lane on that Barats. And I do believe in mid, we will see High on this Brody, which last series was hot and cold. I wonder how this game
I mean, it was so inconsistent, right? The amount of plays that the Brody can pull off it comes from maniac levels into something that plays so passively that you can kite around it. So I'm thinking, what is going to be the kind of Brody that Hai's going to play here in this matchup?
Given his support here, Van Strong, and of course Godiva, it seems like it's all about range. It's all about keeping people at bay and not picking fights that they're not ready for.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically just Chang'e mid control for a long time, with the rest of Indonesia just trying to scrounge around the map for all those gold. And that seems to be the case right now. With Greed, though, he kind of already smells that. A bit too late to go for the invade, but again, he spots out High. At least that's some good info.
Yep, vision is vision. Vision is vision, and he spends the Cyclone Eye. And I think that's important. Spending your opponent's resources as much as you can. And I don't think Greed's losing out on that, because Aura PH is up by about 300 gold. And now it's Godiva and Van Strong feeling it out. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, Van Strong now switching over to the mid support. Kabuki catches with the Detona's welcome into the wall. Kilowatt survives, popping the Contract Inferno, and Kabuki pays the price. First blood drawn here by Aura Philippines.
And again, Electo Final Bow really kind of zoned them out. It really slowed down the pressure by Aura. Indonesian top lane could be another one here.
Summon Force dropped in by JP, and they take Kiera as well. The Yuzhong stood no chance. They could not convert. There were no minions, and Benny Cutie here searching for more. I wonder if he has the Ode. Oh, there you go. Van Strong pops the Meteor Shower. There's the flow switching up from behind. They back up unless Greed says we can go.
Yeah,
they
no,
disengage.
that's a no. That's
Again,
a no.
another Cyclone Eye spent here. Hades with the orange. Oh, are they sharing? Is this their own orange? Yeah, it is their own orange.
Yeah, it is their own orange. And I think top lane still going to be pushed back here. Aura Philippines, they're being a little bit too aggressive now, but now that Aura Indonesia's core back on the action, they'll be able to at least push back the blue side.
Interesting movements here by Aura PH. First blood down bottom, and then an aggressive cut up top. I wonder how Aura ID was going to answer this, because this is smart for Aura PH, right? They're saying, okay, we can't win toe-to-toe because we're always going to get kited. Why don't we go visit the lanes that stay put?
Yeah, I mean, just stay put. And you don't need to walk around too much. Sometimes when teams walk around too much, that's the time that they get picked off. So just stay near the bushes, see if you can steal it. And apparently it is going to happen. Van Strong with the Turtle Steal using Meteor Shower.
Some signs of life from Aura ID here in the early game. They have lost out 2. And they are down by about 1,500, 1.5k gold here. But Van Strong taking the turtle, that does help out High a little bit. If it went on to Hades, would have been infinite movement. It would have been sword intent upon sword intent with the Electo. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if he'll even get any Electos locked in.
I mean, we did see one, right? We did see one kind of do some pretty good work already. Being used almost purely for wave clear at this point, which is exactly the way that I would play it, to be honest. And I really think that they're just playing a little bit more conservatively, right? Aura Philippines they kind of recognize that this mid lane is really strong with Van Strong. I mean, I'm not trying to make anything funny, but it really is strong, right?
Interesting interaction between these two teams, Rockhard, because look, up top now, they're sending more resources. Benny Cutie. Blood flows out down bottom. Kabuki is in trouble. Salmon Force in by Greed, locking down the Barats alongside Detona. You're out. They're going for the outer turret energy shields here. And
the whole turret itself.
They're going to go for the throne.
Whoa!
First turret taken down.
That was
Mirror up top.
yeah, I mean, they were still going for it. Outer Energy Shields was there, but they could have taken 2. I mean, they could have taken more from that. They go for an inner turret instead, which is very impressive. They're giving away the mid lane. That's a lot of rotations, a lot of gold being given over the Philippines, but they're not done.
Oh, Benecutie caught with the Hurricane Dance and the alley-oop over to Van Strong and Tahai. That's one for Aura Indonesia. And Rockhart, it would have been nice if they could convert it to something else, but I think this opens up a free turtle for Aura PH. Wow, the damage output so quick on Hades.
Electo Final Blow is really, it was pretty high up,
with
the scaling of
an
that.
orange. Does he have an orange? Yes, he does.
Damn. I don't know. I feel like there's just so much power right now on the side of Aura Philippines.
They're sharing. JP gets a purple. Hades gets an orange.
It's like it's been like this for quite a while now.
Yep, and I think
They're really splitting it up.
the way that he's playing this Benedetta. Oh, there's another push by Aura Indonesia. Is like the way he plays his Ling. He'll use the intent to move around. He'll use the intent for mobility, and then just clean up. There's just no out. It's not an easy out for him, but he just moves around as fast.
Yeah, and again, movement is just what you want to do against a hero like Akai. You want to be able to always be moving. So you give him such a hard target to spam that Hurricane Dance on. And
I do believe there is like a fraction of a second as soon as you see the Hurricane Dance for you to sword intent out.
Yeah, exactly. And that is just a feature of that hero, right? I mean, sword intent, it's not really an active action. It's something that you charge up while you're moving, while you're casting something.
So here we go. Greed's the one who picks the fight high, dealing quite a bit of damage. Oh no, it was too soon. There's one. Meteor shower in by Van Strong from the back. Hades takes quite a bit of a hit.
Look at Benecutie!
Look at that! He comes in
Oh
the
my
other
gosh!
side. One more basic looking for Van Strong. Oh, the flow gets him. That's a double. 2-for-1 trade. Greed goes down, but at the price of 2. Oh, I love the aura
they're not done! They're not done!
With the Zaman Force underneath. Down goes Godiva. Kabuki as well. There's quite a bit of damage underneath them. It's an early wipeout, Rockhart. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. They convert into a turret, and Aura PH stands above their brothers.
Man, that is just so much action at 7.5 minutes in the game. 5v5s galore here in our game 1. And this is what you want for a team that has that Hilda, that has that Harith. You want to capitalize on the early game power of these heroes to be able to bully your way into your opposition. That's what they're doing.
No doubt. Look at that Greed. Just the bravado in this man. He walked into a 4-man trying to take that purple.
And yes, he just walked out.
Yeah, well, he flickered out. That's one thing. See the cooldown. But at least just the intent to stay there and say, okay, guys, drop your ults.
Bye,
drop
guys.
your ults.
Yeah.
Right?
I see what you mean. And again, they're starting to build that confidence, right? Which is, again, something that you want in a tournament where it looks like everyone is looking at your team. They're criticizing your every move.
Here's that fight up top once more. Take a look. Zaman Force from behind the turret. Again, the full combo of the Harith and the Benedetta from underneath. And then they finished off Van Strong from the back, chasing him with a blood flow. With the ult, taking down Greed again. Even if you're in a bush, once the marks have been placed, you're going to take them. And Greed doing his job, I think. He's just catching everything that the range advantage or ID provides. I guess Kilowash can do the same thing.
He kind of can, actually. We haven't actually seen Kilowash go ham yet, which is saying something, because usually he does that so early on in the game. I think he's just trying to be that anchor where if everything goes wrong, at least they'll have one pushing lane. And Kilowash, I think I've been seeing him just rotate over and over again, top, bottom. And I think that is a great role for Kilowash to have, because he usually makes such good decisions on this FAMs.
And I think, Rockhart, this TAMS is more of a damage-oriented TAMS. You would usually sometimes see a Cursed Helm if you want to play a little defense, or even the Cuirass. But right now, look, I think he's building up into a Blade of Despair.
Yeah,
right
that's
after
damage.
The Axe. Now, hold up. Already committed the Alecto and the Zaman Force. They're chasing down Van Strong. Counter go. The Meteor Shower goes down. Eliminating
Benecutie!
Benedetta. Kira comes in. Oh, there's so much damage from Aura ID as well. This may have been the corridor of doom for Aura PH. 3 for 1 is the current exchange, ladies and gentlemen. JP still stands. He wants to take down Kabuki.
He still wants to go.
He's chasing him. The second Salmon Force goes down. It's currently a 3 for 2. Godiva and Kiera back out with Van Strong all the way into the back. Still, I think this is an Aura ID win.
Yeah, beautiful comeback there from Aura Indonesia. They kind of capitalize on a very tight corridor where it's just so bad to fight against a Yuzhong in that area. Because the Yuzhong will get that passive, get that shot essence unlimited onto your members, and then even if you keep hitting that Yuzhong, it probably won't go down. And it also funnels well into the damage from the meteor shower.
And that's what I was scared of. And again, you see the creativity of Aura Indonesia. Rockhart, the wombo combo. The hurricane dance and the meteor shower. I call it a nature disaster.
Yeah.
It's literally a calamity right there.
It really is. I mean, you kind of have you need a good decision maker on Godiva, which is definitely we're seeing right now, alongside Van Strong, who, despite not getting many kills, he's not getting many kills, but he is doing a lot of damage. I think there's just one small misstep from Aura Philippines could be disastrous. You're absolutely correct.
To be honest, there's not much from the side of RID to push people back, save for Godiva. That's the only real disengage. So you can see RPH's lineup, they're all about really getting in your face. Even their mage, even their offlaner mage, even Benny Cutie, has the flow to really switch up and reposition to be able to get into the backline to take down Van Strong and High. So I think key here is going to be Kiera. Once more, you mentioned that fight in that corridor. One of the reasons why RID came out on top, still, sort of, won that trade, is because Kiera used it at the right time, at the right moment.
Yes, exactly. So very much ill-advised for the Philippines to stay around that area. And I think Aura Indonesia, they're going to start to wrap around this area now, because I feel like they want to bait it. They want to bait their brothers in. They want to bait the Philippine team in. So that's not happening. I think they kind of realized that slowly.
Yep. So again, Aura PH, best for them to not fall for this trap again, not to go into this corridor, because the corridor, Rockhart, I hope you'll agree with me, it turns kiting into just sheer isolation. Like, you can't even cross. Most of these heroes can't.
It's either you go forward and keep hitting your opponent, or you back off. There's just no side steps gonna happen. And I think that is a great area for Aura Indonesia. So what happens? Aura Philippines, they're forcing the fight around the Lord area, which is a very wide and open space.
I'm wondering if this is the point of no return. No. Instead, they go for the reset. Still, I think both teams know better than to force it. And I think Aura ID, just guessing, could have really forced it because Hades was taking the orange. Who knows if that was an extra 10-15 seconds that they were alone. And now we go back at equilibrium. I think this is Kabuki waiting. Kabuki could call for this, but he has enough stacks. Oh my god, look at that life bar.
That's a lot of stacks there. I mean,
he's huge.
Let's see if that's gonna do a lot of damage here against a Barrett who seems to be quite tanky in its own, right? So he's got some stacks as well, and they're trying to see if they can bait out Aura Indonesia around the Lord area, which Aura Indonesia is also not biting at any point.
Yep. So both teams know exactly what makes their lineup work. Both teams know the strength right now, what they can each bring. Now, hold up. Here's an engage in the bush. Godiva meets up with Greed, but nobody wants to fight with Greed. There's the Salmon Force by JP. Kabuki taking quite a bit of damage. I think they're going to turn. They leave the Lord. They now go for the fight. Here's
boy!
And Kiera going deep into the backline. Meteor shower. Down goes Hades. And this is turning sideways so fast for Aura Philippines. Greed looking low. He needs to get out of here. There's the ult dropped in by High. Salmon Force once more by JP.
Oh, look at
That's
JP!
going to be a knockout onto Godiva. Kabuki's still alive. So many stacks on this young man. And there you go, Benny Cutie popping the ult. Kiera's still alive. Oh, he goes down, JP. Ladies and gentlemen, this is old form JP. Is he the
my god, he's not done!
Van Storm
keeps going!
Goes down. He
That's
gets
a
another
triple!
one. He gets another one. Oh, and they back out. It's a 3-for-2 trade.
Oh my gosh, that was
JP.
He's just nuts. He's just going nuts right now.
MVP.
And same with Benny Cutie. I mean, this time he's not doing it on his own. He has the backup of high sustain laners like Dialis on Benny Cutie. Let's see a replay of that where it looks like they were behind. And they were, but again, the regeneration from these heroes, the shielding.
Yep.
Man, it was massive.
We were looking for a moment where Kilowash would tank, and there it is. Now another go at the Lord. Kabuki, Detona's welcome into the wall. Who'd he catch? He caught JP, but it just was not enough. Not enough for him to take him out. And there you go. They were just busy distracting away from the Lord. Hades gets it. Now they're chasing Kabuki. Zaman force. Down goes the Barats. Godlike is JP, ladies and gentlemen. Let me remind you, he is the MPL PH Season 4 MVP of the season.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
he is back in shape.
He really is. It's just wonderful. It's beautiful to watch this guy play on high skill cap heroes like this Harif, like the Ling. I think it is just so, it is so smooth. He just flows with it.
It's buttery smooth. All right, this is beautiful. Now Lord marching down bottom, going to whack away at this turret. There's a Salmon Force. Godiva looking for a lock.
Looking for it.
Not gonna find it. Not here.
Yeah.
Oh look, dude, they managed the lanes to fit all three in.
At the same time.
Top, mid, and bottom.
That is just, that's precision right there.
Sync.
Here we go, Godiva. That is a great Hurricane Dance coming in, this guy.
Oh, the turret still stands. There it goes. Kilowash with the perfect prioritization. Zaman Force in. Down goes Hades. Hades just keeps going down here, but I guess that is the product of being a frontline core. No outs, not as much as Ling, and they suffer one loss, but they're able to take down mid. A fair trade, I believe, but RID still in this.
What really amazes me is the mobility of the Aura Philippines lineup. It's so hard to get a grasp of JP, even with that Hurricane Dance. Benny Cutie as well just keeps appearing out of nowhere. And it's so difficult to gauge. If you're Aura Indonesia, it's difficult to gauge, is this a good area? Did we catch them? Did we actually catch them off guard? Or are they just waiting somewhere around the wall?
Let's see if they're going to answer that right here. Kilowash taking quite a few hits. Kira looking low. Down goes Kilowash. Barats on Kabuki, able to deal enough damage. Oh, that's going to be high down. That's a huge amount of damage taken out on the side of Aura ID. Benicuri flowing on forward. Greed not able to latch on with the slows and the stuns. And JP says, let's back off, guys. Let's give him some time to breathe. Let's manage the lanes and get back into form, reset, find equilibrium, and put it on our side. Let's make this map blue. Godiva wants to take down JP, though. There's the Salmon Force, catching some meteor showers from the other side, and there you go.
Oh, Van Strong!
Quite a few gold coming his way. Kabuki with the Detonas, welcome into the wall. Hades still in here. A let go out, and from the back.
5 stacks, baby! 5 stacks on Greed!
With the knockout, the power of wildness. This Hilda is going ham, and Hades still alive. He's going to go ahead and give Benicuri this purple. He's going to steal away these jungle creeps, and Rockhart, now we see the choke.
Yeah, that is just exactly what is happening here. And again, Van Strong, great decision to go straight into JP with the help of Godiva, of course. So, I mean, that's one guy that they take out with 2 big-time ultimates. So what happens after that? They suffer a lot more. But it's good that Aura Indonesia actually was able to just keep steady. Because of that, they were able to just lose only 1. But they could have lost so much in that one. If JP survived.
Yeah, and looking at the allocation of their gold, it's actually high. And Kiera, who's on top of the gold game here, that is 11.4K for both the Brody and the Yu Zhong. Looking at their items, it looks like Brody is heeding the call. He understands now that JP and Benicuri are hurting.
Yeah.
So he's going to be building some magic defense here. On the other hand, though, Kiera seems to not care. It's only the Oracle and, of course, the Tough Boots that really stop JP and Benicuri. Not even stop, just,
slow them down.
Yeah, help the blows feel less painful.
Yeah, and I guess that's all you can do at this point, right? The Brody, again, this is what I'm talking about before the match started. There's like no in-between for Brody. There's like such godlike Brodies and Brodies that kind of really slow down in the late game. We're seeing the other one right here because, again, High is just not given any opportunities to freely hit any targets on the map.
Yeah, and I guess what's interesting to say here, Rockhart, is that it's not like it's a hard counter to Brody because none of these heroes are consistently there. I mean, sure, you see the Tams all the time. You see the Harith. Could that be the counter to Brody? I don't think so, because the way that the Brody's not acting up here, or the way that the Brody's been taken down, is because of the way the map is played. Now, here's another Lord being eyed out by Aura PH, Aura Indonesia, ready to answer back. Where does the Aura Fire swing? To the east or to the west? And it looks like it's going to be a reset.
Yeah, it seems to be. And right now, we will see that Aura, they're confident to go for this Lord. They know that the Yuzhong is in a different spot on the map. This is a 5v4 at the maximum, and they are still going for it.
Oh no, Rockhart, I think there's enough time. Kiara might make it. Zaman Force already committed by JP, and they call for the reset. Kiara coming in with the Dragon form, and I think he understands.
He hesitated,
This was a fake. This was a feint.
Absolutely. A lot of members from Aura PH were nearby. Again, I'm talking about mobility for Aura Philippines. That's Kiluash on the FAMs. That's also Benny Cutie on the Alice, and now they want to go.
There's the Zaman Force, and Van Strong answering strong with the Meteor Shower. Kabuki down. There's an Immortality popped onto Hades, and once more, I think he is going to survive.
Whoa!
He lives, ladies and gentlemen, just like Harry Potter, the boy who lives. That's Hades Potter, and now they're chasing in high. He's still alive. Benny Cutie looking low. Oh, that's gonna be Godiva, the panda, taking him out. It's a trade. Kabuki for Benny Cutie.
Yeah,
and the Lord still stands.
Yeah, that's basically a great defense, if I would say so myself, or Indonesia. They kind of really hit the mark. They know that Aura Philippines probably cannot fully commit on this Lord, so that's why they went, you know what, let's just kite him. Let's just, what do you call that? Just poke around and just, what do you call that? When you kind of poke unlimitedly. Oh, I'm losing it.
Just
chip away.
Chip away,
Just
yes.
chip away on them.
Nickel and dime 'em. Nickel and dime 'em. And
Nickel
I think that's their strength, right? Your
is.
main goal here is to have Kabuki just be as huge as he can.
Yes,
and
yes,
then absorb damage. Same with Godiva, space out people, and have Van Strong and High do the lifting. That sounds weird because they're the carries, they're the cores, but that's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah,
and if you take out
exactly.
one source of damage, your lineup is severely neutralized. So they have to really protect Van Strong and High here and make sure that they do well. I wonder if Van Strong already has an Immortality. That should be a key pickup.
So I think what we need to look out for is, can actually Aura PH actually close this out with that Lord? Because with Godiva spotting them out each and every time, I mean, it's so difficult because one Hurricane Dance can cancel this Lord altogether.
Yeah.
So how can they finish this up? They need to catch this guy, but he's just taunting.
It's dangerous. Godiva.
It's dangerous.
Godiva could like stop Hades if he doesn't time the intent properly. He could be trapped in there, and that's -1 core already. Now look at this greed in the middle of Kabuki and Godiva, the only member of Aura PH who's capable of doing that, I believe. And Godiva very confident. This is a Lord situation like no other. Rockhart, people are scattered. People are everywhere.
Yeah, and again, maybe this is what Aura's thinking. If we can't go 5v5 on the Lord, why don't we try and see if we can split up? It doesn't make sense for me because there's a lot of squishies on Aura.
Is that not a sign of desperation?
It seems to be. Yes, you're right.
Is Aura PH possibly getting frustrated?
Because they can't close this out.
Yeah, like, they know that they win most team fights, right? Like, 60-70% of team fights, they will win. But right now, with Aura ID...
But look at this!
On the up and up, even Greed is saying, guys, I think you all should come here. I think you all should stop
this is an emergency. We need to get straight into this.
There's a
Lord
reset.
is going to be reset once more. And what's the battle plan here for Aura Philippines?
I think Benny Cutie is snowballing a wave up top. Not enough, it's just one. But it looks like down bottom, JP and Greed wants to engage. Zaman Force locked in. Is this Hades working slowly and quietly on this Lord?
They also already used Daytona's welcome, so they can't really zone out that well. It's going to be up to Godiva whether or not he can do it. Lord will go down as well.
There's Zaman Force. Kabuki gonna take quite a few hits, but Go Big has helped him survive, and he gets away. Godiva Hurricane Dance away. A defensive use of his ultimate, and just like that, Rockhart, I think RPH, their patience is paying off.
Finally paid off. I mean, it took a long time, but they finally got that Lord. 24 minutes in the game.
It's a scenic route, man. They took all of the turns, all of the hills, all of the slopes, and it still led to this. The second Lord of the game, a wave being pushed up top, mid and bottom.
Oh, here we go.
They're in sync. Godiva in the middle of all of this, but Van Strong into the back with the Meteor Shower and Greed taken down. Immortality being popped. Kiera gonna use the Black Dragon form on the way out. and they still win. It's still a disengage, and JP working on top lane, and that's it. No
Dynamic-
more turrets.
There's no way. Kiluash wants to
No!
end it. He goes
Kiluash!
in. He all by
Kiluash!
himself.
Oh.
1 minion can do it. And that should
That's gonna be the
it.
base. Watch the base. Watch the base. That's JP going in. Just target prioritization. Press that button on the lower right corner and call it a day. That's game 1.
Yes,
going over
exactly.
to Aura PH.
Aura PH. It was a long, drawn-out fight. In the end, they will come out victorious, and they are going to come up ahead against Aura Indonesia in this best-of-3 series.
Rockhart so far, I felt like Hades was at a disadvantage. I feel like Hades has always been finding his spot. Look, I think he's just happy that the game's over.
Yeah, he just can. Oh my gosh, right? He was. There were so many decisions that could have gone wrong. I mean, this was not a one-sided game.
Yep.
As strong as Aura Philippines looked, I feel like Aura Indonesia could have taken it at any point.
Yeah.
One good Daytona's Welcome, one good Hurricane Dance could have meant that Aura Philippines could have lost.
And I think Van Strong was a key factor. If Van Strong essentially held on, and if Hai just had maybe a little better of a time in his lane, then most likely this would have turned out closer to 50-50, would have been a tighter game. But as it is already, we went past the 20-minute mark, so we can say that Aura PH had to be patient. They had to pick their fights.